So, last week, I asked you to do a SWOT analysis of yourself. Do you remember? Today, I'm come to share 5 tips to help you empower yourself. The SWOT analysis will come to play. The first tip is know your abilities and your disabilities. SWOT analysis, your strengths and your weaknesses. Once you have truly assessed your strengths and your weaknesses, what you will do is take a moment to reflect on how your strengths can help you change your circumstances. Do you understand? So when you did the SWOT analysis, you recognize that these are my strengths. These are the things that I'm good at. These are the things that I can do easily. These are the things that I'm recognized for. Now, what I need you to do is reflect on these things and figure out how these strengths can help you change your current circumstances. Okay? Listen, the SWOT analysis, it was for you personally. So you need to have been honest. Because you see, your weaknesses, you need to be able to look at yourself in the face and say, I am weak at this, I am weak at that. These are my disabilities. Now, a true reflection of your disabilities will show you the things that you need to better in your life. Okay? Okay. So tip number 1 is truly, fully recognize your abilities and your disabilities. Tip number 2, increase your knowledge or your abilities. Yes, in tip number 1, I said reflect on your abilities and your disabilities so you know how your abilities can help you change your current circumstances and how your disabilities will help you know what to better. Okay. Tip number 2 is increase your abilities. So, for instance, if one of your strengths was writing, tip number 2 is saying to you is figure out ways that you can better your skill at writing, because the world is constantly evolving. The skills, look, I'll give you an example. I was a copywriter many lives ago. Many, I don't remember, many years, over 20 years ago, I was a copywriter. The scripts I used to write back then, if I wrote them today, will not sell diddly squat. Do you understand? And so in my writing today, I have bettered my writing skill. I have learned how to communicate with today's market versus the market of 20 years ago. Does that make sense to you? Okay. So basically, tip number 2 is increase your abilities. Okay? Okay. Tip number 3, set goals. Set realistic goals. Have goals. I don't know how you people live life and you don't have any goals. Like, where are you? You need to know where you are going with your life. Have a 10-year plan. Scale it down to a 5-year plan. Scale that down to a 2-year plan. Scale it down to a 1-year plan. Scale it down to a monthly plan. What this basically means is that you have your 10-year goal. You know where you are going. But because 10 years is so far, okay, so what can I do in the next 5 years to make me reach this 10-year goal? Okay, 5 years is far. So between now and the 5 years, what can I do in the next 2 years to make me all of your life should be heading towards a goal. And so please, auntie, uncle, set goals. Make your goals realistic. Okay? So for instance, do not have a goal that you are going to become you are going to the moon in 10 years. If, as we are speaking right now, you have no scientific background, you have no knowledge of space, you have no links at NASA, do you understand? So yes, set goals, but definitely set realistic goals that are attainable, and then start to work on achieving these goals bit by bit. I tell people that, listen, it's your life, you should look at your whole life as a big picture, okay? And every day of it is a bit of the puzzle that you're putting in. Do you understand? Your life is this huge picture that's a puzzle. Now, every day of your life, at the end of the day, you should be able to sit back and say, today, which piece of the puzzle was I able to fit in? So that by the end of your life, the picture that you have painted is exactly what you set out to paint. You have a full, complete puzzle with minor pieces that you yourself have contributed to. And then you have that big picture. So tip number 3, set goals. Okay. Tip number 4, develop a strong community. Find friends, partners, groups that share your values, share your dreams, share your aspirations. A community that empowers you, a community that understands the path you're on, helps you feel stronger, motivates you. Look, yes, me, I'm a solo dolo, I'm a loner, okay? It is because I recognize that I work better alone, okay? However, when I'm choosing friends or when I have people in my life, I make sure that these are people who I am equally yoked with, okay? We share similar visions, we share similar values, we share similar goals and aspirations, so that when I am striving for my goals, they understand and they can point me in directions of things that they have already achieved, and I can do same for them. Okay, so when you build a strong community, a community that understands where it is that you're going and are willing to assist you to reach it, you consistently feel valued, and this empowers you to do greater things with your life. And so tip number 4 is build yourself a strong community. Okay. Tip number 5, be assertive. Assertiveness is not rudeness. I think a lot of people confuse the two, because in this part of the world, people do not expect you as a woman to be able to actually clearly communicate your needs, your wants, and your expectations. That is what being assertive is. Be able to clearly communicate your needs, your wants, and your expectations. Be able to set boundaries. Be able to say no when you mean no, and yes when you mean yes. Be able to say, I want this, and not use hints and cues. I tell people all the time, I don't take hints and cues. Look, you can drop me as many hints and as many cues as me. I will see those hints and cues, but until you have opened your mouth to say it, I have not heard. Be assertive. Be able to say, this does not help me on the path I am on. I am sorry, I cannot do this. Be able to disagree with people openly and freely and honestly without being insulting. Assertiveness is not rudeness. Okay? Be able to speak your mind, but also be open to dialogue, because you, my love, do not know everything. I do not know everything. We learn daily. So yes, be assertive, know what it is that you want, but also be open to dialogue, because there are different things that you do not know, different opinions that you can hear and learn from. So in saying that be assertive, I'm not saying be what's the word? It's the word doggone. I think the word I'm looking for is doggone. Yeah, I think that's the word. If it's not, please forgive me. But forgive me. But yes, tip number 5 is basically be assertive. Okay. Tip number 6, practice self-care. Listen, we have been taught that self-care is selfish. I'm here today to tell you that, please, no, self-care is not selfish. You need to take care of yourself physically, mentally, spiritually. Practice self-care. Are you with me? Are you understanding me? Okay, you are going to ask me how you should practice self-care. Work on letting go of your excessive negative thoughts. Look, whether you can or you can't is in your head. The more you dwell on the negatives about you, the more the negatives about you bring themselves to the fore. I beg you, work on letting go of the excessive negative voices in your head. That is one way of practicing self-care. Make conscious decisions to take breaks away from your goals. Yes, I said set goals. Yes, I said make every day of your life be a part of that puzzle, the goal. Yes. But you see, only striving for your goals does not give you the chance to rest, to relax, to stop and smell the roses, to enjoy and be in the moment, and to make a conscious decision to take breaks from striving towards your goals. So for instance, Sundays in my house are rest days. I don't care what has happened during the week. I don't care what is coming in the following week. I don't care what exams. Sunday, we will huddle as a family. We will rest. We will have time for each other. We will check in with each other and spend time with each other. We rest on Sundays. We will watch movies. We will step out. We will enjoy each other's company. Is that a goal of mine? No. Does that add to the big picture? In a way, because it is giving family health, it is bringing bonding and all of that. But it is me taking a break away from the hecticness of the week that has gone and the hecticness of the week that is to come. I laugh at Alike all the time, and I call her Lagos Libra, because Alike does not know how to rest. But I insist on Sundays at home, we rest. There's no cooking. We rest on Sundays. So please, that is another way of practicing self-care. Listen, while actively striving for self-development and self-empowerment is a good thing, you need to recognize that in this moment, you are enough. Okay? That is why you need to take these breaks. You need to recognize that in this particular moment, you are enough. You are where you are supposed to be. I've done a video about the trap of supposed to. Stop hyperventilating over what I'm supposed to be, where I'm supposed to be. Take a moment. Think about it. You are enough. Take a break. Care for yourself for a moment. Tomorrow we go again. The other day, one of you, last year, there was so much going on. We tried to help, blah, blah, blah. Look, she didn't give up. First of the year, she sent me a WhatsApp, blah, 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 and said, this year we go again. And I said, Vim, Charlie, once there's life, there's hope. Tomorrow you go again. Take a break. Stop letting the world tell you that taking a break, having fun once a while. I'm not saying live your whole life having fun and wasting your life away. No, that's not what I'm saying. When you have striven for your goals and you are, working towards them, once a while, take a break. Enjoy the moment and know that in this moment, you are enough. Okay. So I said I was going to give you 5 self-empowerment tips. It would appear I've given you 6. What are the 6 self-empowerment tips that I have given you? Let's try to recap very quickly. 1, know your abilities and disabilities so that you can know how your abilities can help you better your circumstances, and your disabilities are the things that you need to work on to improve. 2, increase your knowledge and your abilities. Figure out the things that are your strengths, the things that you figured out in your SWOT analysis, your strengths. Find ways to improve them, to better them. Gain more knowledge. If that means going to get a degree, if that means going to school, if that means basically find ways to increase your knowledge and your abilities. 3, set goals. You cannot be walking this life not knowing where you are going. So please set goals and work towards achieving these goals. 4, develop a strong community. Find a community that is willing to help build you, that is willing to constructively criticize you, to help you achieve the goals that you have set for yourself. 5, be assertive. Assertiveness is not rudeness. Know how to clearly communicate your wants, your needs, but also be open to dialogue. And then finally, 6, practice self-care. These are 6 self-empowerment tips that if you implement in your life this year, I promise you, next year, you will come back and tell me that, manye, those tips helped me. I hope you find them useful. I know that I do. I know that I practice them. So go ahead, go out there and be great. Like I say all the time, guard your heart, guard your essence, guard your spirit, and stay safe out there. I love you.